Now, this is continuation of the agarose gel. And so after 10-15 minutes, the agarose gel is now polymerized. And as you can see, when a gel is polymerized, it turns opaque, like so, very cloudy. And whereas before it's polymerized, it's very clear, you can see through it. Now it's very opaque and cloudy. That means it's ready. So the first thing you need to do is you need to grab this comb and don't move it sideways. Just put your hand right here and pull this comb out straight up, like so, okay? And then set this aside. As you can see that we've generated 10 wells that can be used for loading samples, okay? So the next thing is orient this so that it's convenient for you, and you grab this on either side, on each side, and you work it sideways to pull it out, like so, okay? And then remember, DNA, the starting line has to be toward the negative, so you orient it toward the black, like so, okay? Now, I have made 1x TAE, and here's the way you usually make 1x TAE. TAE is usually made up in stock solution of 50x TAE. Now, if I were to make up 500 mils, and since I want a final concentration of 1x, I need to find a number that I can multiply by 50, which is 50x, to get a total of the final volume, which is 500 mils. I hope that's clear. So I want to make up 500 mils. I start with 50x, so now what number do I multiply by 50 to get 500? Well, the number is 10. So all I have to do is add 10 mils of 50x TAE, and then I add water to it until it gets to the 500 milliliter mark, okay? And when you mix it up, that solution is 1x TAE. If you want to make up 250 mils of 1x from 50x, here's what you do. 250 is your vinyl volume. 50x is the original concentration. What number do I multiply by 50 to get 250? Well, the number is 5 mils. So you add 5 mils diluted to 250 with deionized water. Okay? Here's the way I usually do this. When you make this up, 500 mils, I usually add 1.25 to 2.5 microliters of ethylium bromide, okay? Now, some people will add the ethylium bromide to their buffer. Some people will add it to the gel. Now, the easiest thing to do is actually add it to your agarose gel. And the reason for that is because the volume is much smaller than the buffer. So, before you pour that agarose gel, after you can hold it in your two hands with gloves on, and you can hold it comfortably. Now, add 1.25 microliters of 1% ethylium bromide, swirl it around, and then pour it in, okay? So, when you have the 1x TAE, you don't add ethylium bromide to it. Now, you may be asking, well, how much ethylium bromide do you have to add? What's the final concentration? The rule is this. Then you need to make a calculation so that your final concentration of ethylium bromide in the gel is 0.5 microgram per milliliter of solution. 0.5 microgram per mil. All right? Can we scale back? Sure, that's an overkill. You can actually use half of that, 0.25 microgram of ethylium bromide per milliliters of solution. Okay? And as soon as you do that and you orient it in the right direction, you begin to pour the 1x to cover. You pour enough 1x until you completely cover the gel. So I fill up one trough, go to the other side, fill up another trough, the other trough, and then you pour so that the buffer now covers the entire gel. Not too much, just a thin layer to cover the entire gel. And now we have an electric field that can be generated. This trough is connected with this trough by the gel and the buffer in between. Okay? And so after you've done that, then you put the lid on black, red on red, like so. And then you hook it up to a power supply, and the power supply is actually color coded as well. Black on black, plug it in, red on red, plug it in. And then you turn this on by flipping the switch. And that's all there is. And you can adjust the voltage to be 70 volts per gel. Thank you.